bullshit!
What's going on YouTube? You're chilling with Trainer Zabza, and we are here today with something interesting. This is an ORAS UU mixed tier battle. Now what that means is we're pretty much just going up to UU, and then from there it's just lower tiered Pokemon. So, you know, a few UU pokes and then down. Just looking at my team, just to explain it real quick, I've got standard Mega Beedrill, a Tauros that is actually bred in ORAS, so it's not gonna have It's not going to have Rock Climb, unfortunately, and I didn't put Earthquake on it because since I'm going to be using Return and going to be getting Life Orb Recoil with that, I didn't want additional Life Orb Recoil with Earthquake, so I just threw some random stuff on there just for shits and giggles. I've got a Flareon, that's standard Guts Flame Charge Flareon. I've got a Assault Vest Walrein, which I think puts in a fair amount of work this battle. Just 4 attacks, Earthquake, Hidden Power, Electric, for like Pelipper's, but down in the PU tier. Ice Beam and Surf. Galvantula with Sticky Web, just pretty standard. And a Rapid Spin Starmie, Lefties, and Dual Stab. I've been going back and forth between Dual Stab and just Hydro Pump Psychic. And it's just been kind of weird for me. It's a weird mix, like sometimes I'll need this, sometimes I'll need this, and I don't know, it's just situational. Anyway, looking at my opponent's team, my opponent has got some interesting mons. Shuriel has mostly a UU team, but I didn't care. I said UU mix, and this is what I got, so this was fun. He's got a Chandelure. I'm fearing the Scarf or the Specs, but it could just be normal lefties. Chandelure is such a viable mon that it can just run so many different sets. Probably specially defensive Tentacle with Rapid Spin. Aggron, I'm thinking is either physically defensive or it's the bulky offensive set. Looking at his team, it's probably the defense, I don't know. It's like, if the Crobat is a bulky Crobat, then this is probably offensive Aggron, and if the Crobat is offensive, which you pretty much never see nowadays, then it's probably defensive Aggron. Hydreigon, I'm expecting some kind of choice or expert belt just to bluff the choice. Crobat, which can be, I'm expecting, I was thinking Defog support when I first saw the preview, but thinking back on it, like hindsight, he's got a Tentacruel with Rapid Spin, or a Tentacruel with the potential for Rapid Spin, so I don't see why he would have Defog on Crobat. And finally, he's got a Furret. Yeah, I'm guessing this is just his channel mascot or something. But it does okay in this match. I won't say it completely sucked, but an unfortunate switch happened, and I will get into that when we get into the battle. Speaking of which, let's get to it. My opponent today is pokemonfadi626, which we had this battle on a stream. I think the stream was actually today on Friday, if this manages to go up on Friday. He's going to go into his Scout, and pull back immediately going into his Jelly Belly as I go for the standard Beedrill, first turn, Mega up, then Protect, so I can get my Mega, and I can be at a higher speed. Seeing the Tentacool come in, I'm going to switch out with U-turn, wanting to get some damage off and the offensive momentum. And I plan on going into my Starmie because I can threaten it out with a Psychic. And usually they run Thunderbolt, so I don't think it's like so many run Thunderbolt over Psychic. I didn't think he would predict this, but since he is a frequenter at my stream, I probably should have seen the switch into Hydreigon coming, his Dede. And the Psychic's not going to work on him. So I'm going to have to switch here. I'm pretty much forced to switch. And I'm going to pull back into my Assault Vest Walrein, because, you know, Walrein has some really good defense. It's got some really good bulk, good HP stat, some decent defenses. It's just his typing is pretty bad. So I'm able to get off I'm going to try and get off an Ice Beam to take out his Hydreigon, but he's going to switch out after Dark Pulse, seeing how little it does. Now here, I'm going to pause it here real quick, and this is one I thought about for a bit. Well, not really thought about it. It's weird. I thought about it in my head. It didn't take a lot of time, but it's like step by step in my brain. My mind was going like a million miles an hour with this. If it's a lead set, if it is a Scout like the nickname suggests, then it probably needs to be fast. Furrets aren't very fast, but if you Scarf it, you can probably make it fast, and that would actually work as a Scout. So I thought, I know these things get Trick. What wouldn't I mind getting Trick? So I thought, you know, Scarf Tauros, and that might be okay. So resuming here, I send out Tauros to get the Scarf. As I expected, here's the Trick, and I actually get a Choice Band. So with Tauros' speed and a Choice Band, I am ready to go. He sends out his he sends out his Aggron, which I could have predicted better, but you know, oh, that is the oven timer. I'm gonna have to go take care of that in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause and take care of that. Sorry about that. Had to cut the audio there a little bit. Where did I leave off? Oh, he sends out his Aggron as I bring in my Galvantula, thinking that if he wants to go for like a heavy slam, I can go ahead and bring it in and resist it, and possibly live an Earthquake if he went for a second move. However, he goes for it for the first move, which is gonna be enough to 2-hit KO me, but I'm able to get off my Sticky Web, which is exactly what I wanted. So now I'm gonna go on my Flareon just to bait him out. Kind of like force a switch, except, you know, I mean, I'm willing to bet Mega Aggron could take a hit, and I haven't even gotten my Guts boost yet. So I was just trying to force him out, or make him think to force him out, and pull a double into my Starmie. So as he does that, he pulls into his Tentacruel, which is great for me. So I can go for a Psychic again, and now I've lost the momentum. Son of a bitch. I should know by now, he's going to switch into that stupid Hydreigon. Anyway, he's going to go for the Dark Pulse here, as I bring back in my Walrein. And Walrein is just doing work. Here, I know he's not going to go for the same thing twice, so I know I'm not going to go for the Ice Beam. I go for the Surf instead, knowing he's going to switch, but not knowing what into. I actually managed to catch the Chandelure on the switch, which is amazing, because now it's out of my hair. I knew he was going to switch out from the Hydreigon. Wasn't sure what. I knew I could go for the Surf, but yeah, it's done. Here he's going to bring back in his Hydreigon. This pretty much confirms its choice, as he goes for the Flash Cannon. I guess he thought that I was just pure ice, but no, I'm Ice Water. Which means even with a crit, I'm able to survive 2 Flash Cannons, go for the Ice Beam, and knock out the Hydreigon, which is amazing. That was absolutely incredible. Son of a bitch. These interruptions. This cat is interrupting me, and the alarm is interrupting me. If I get one more goddamn interruption, I'm going to have to scrap this recording. Anyway, I go for the Surf on the Aggron, wanting to get off as much damage as possible, knowing that they're not as bulky on the special side. And he's going to be able to knock out my Walrein, but I'm not worried about that. I still have my Starmie. I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, expecting it to knock it out. And I don't quite. So I got a little bit to worry about it left. It goes for Toxic, not a big deal. I've got Natural Cure, and a couple turns of Poison aren't going to hurt me. Now, multiple turns of Poison, that will hurt me. Thankfully, I hit another Hydro, I knock out the Aggron, and that is the end of that. That was probably the biggest thing stopping my Flareon if I couldn't... Well, actually, after that Surf with Walrein, I probably could have knocked it out. Anyway... That was one of the big obstacles stopping my Beedrill from cleaning up. So now he's going to bring in his Furret again. I'm a little bit concerned he might try and trick my Starmie, the Life Orb, just because I kind of want the lefties to stay on there. So I go back into Tauros if he wants to switch anything out. But he's just going to go for U-turn, and that was a pretty smart play. But at the same time, Starmie definitely outspeeds, so I'm not sure why he did that in the first place. In the fresh switch, I can go for the Choice Banded Zen Headbutt. Yeah, I've got Zen Headbutt on here. Again, for shits and giggles. But I'm able to take him out. He knocks off my Choice Band, and I'm able to take him out with just a Stab Return was enough to finish him off. He sends out Crobat now, and I'm thinking maybe I could take a hit, right? No, I cannot. Holy shit, that's powerful. And damage by recoil and loss of HP. This is offensive Life Orb Crobat. I am suddenly terrified. I think maybe Starmie can send it. Maybe Starmie can survive one. I mean, Starmie is kind of bulky, but not frail. It's in that weird range where it can be bulky or frail, either one. But even a U-turn almost knocked me out, which means a Brave Bird definitely would have knocked me out. And he sends out his Furret, just proving here that I would have outsped that Furret to begin with, and I could have knocked it out with the Psychic. But anyway, he brings back out the Crobat, and it's just a matter of whittling this thing down. I realize that I need to whittle this thing down. It's almost gone. I've almost won. I just need to get rid of this Crobat. So I send out my Beedrill. I know I'm faster. I can't go for, like, the Poison Jab or the Drill Run because it's not effective and resisted. So I go for the U-turn, even though it's quad resisted. So I can bait the Brave Bird and send out my Flareon just so I can get the recoil to knock him out. So it works out just like that. I wasn't sure if the recoil was going to be enough to take him out completely, but thanks to the Life Orb it is, and that's going to be the end of the battle. So GG Foddy. GG Foddy. I like how that worked. Okay, so just quick talk of the day before I get interrupted again. What do you guys think a YouTuber should do? Not just like yourself if you record, but just anyone in general. What do you think they should do if they get interrupted constantly? Like, is there a threshold to how many interruptions there can be? Is there just like an acceptable amount? How many interruptions can there be in a video before they should decide to just scrap it? But anyway, hope you all enjoyed the battle, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!